Pally, he brought his even shaman as a mid-range type deck, and then his mage is banned, which would have been the control mage with the Dragon Caller Alana and the odd rogue. So we're going to start it off right now with
Pally mirror match.
Pally mirror match. Oh, so we have Wakingmars with his even paladin against JetLaw and his Murloc paladin. So definitely two different play styles. With Wakingmars though, he has a couple little things in there. He's running a Cairn Bloodhunt. He's run 2 qualities, 2 consecrations, 2 blessing and kings. He runs double spellbreaker with 1 Serenite Chain Gang and 2 plate beetles. So he's got some nice armor up in there. He's got a lot of taunt in there too. So, all right. So, turn 1 for JetLaw. He drops down the Murloc Tidecaller.
Little unfortunate that he doesn't have any other Murlocs in his hand to help buff that next turn, but
he does have the Righteous Protector, so that's definitely a really good sticky taunt minion for turn 2, along with the Argent Squire.
Right. Wakingmars decides to go with the Knife Juggler with the coin. And JetLaw has a couple options. I'm going to go with the Righteous Protector, it looks like.
It's probably the best play. Keep that taunt up there so that Murloc Tidecaller does not get
right.
Does not get hit at least by, by the Knife Juggler. But those juggles, that RNG is always a pain.
He goes with the Argent Squire there instead of Lost in the Jungle because the juggles from the Knife Juggler. Argent Squire is a little more robust, more likely to stick around. Wakingmars gets through the Righteous Protector.
Ooh, now he has a couple options he can do. I really like the Knife Juggler into Lost in the Jungle play. See what kind of juggles he can get. I mean, if he's able to clear that entire board, it's going to be very nice for him.
And just a reminder, this is open deck list for all of the players. For this hybrid tournament, we have some online players and some players that are here at the venue.
All right, so you decided to not do the Knife Juggler into Lost in the Jungle. So he dropped down the Nightmare Amalgam.
Right, which acts as a Murloc, buffing
and a dragon and
everything.
It acts as everything. It's
right, but it does buff the Murloc Tidecaller. JetLaw can drop his whole hand if he wants.
The bad part with that one, though, is he does drop that entire hand. That consecration is just going to wipe that entire board out.
Absolutely. I think he should definitely use his hero power here instead of putting out too much too fast. You know what I mean?
So he was able to take out that the dude. He's going to take out the beetle. That leaves him really open for that consecration.
Yes, it does.
And there's no doubt about that. That is easily probably the easiest play he will make this game. Just consecration down, wipes out that entire board. And right now, JetLaw is looking pretty weak in his hand right now. He can refill the board a little bit, but...
Reporting for duty.
And honestly, Wakingmars doesn't have
anything really to deal with it. Yeah.
Right. So
he does pick up a Dry Ghost Jailer, which is really good.
Right.
So he can fill the board himself as well. He could Dry Ghost Jailer, Loot Hoarder, and Hero Power.
And a dude, yep. He's really gonna want to look to get that Dry Ghost Jailer killed so that he can refill the board with all the Silverhand recruits and then light fuse Stegodon to adapt them.
Oh, he picks up the Divine Favor, which is really good. Then you can Maybe drop down the rock pool, see what 3 cards he can get.
Absolutely. Ooh, he can fill up his hand a lot too.
He can definitely fill up his hand, and that's probably exactly what he's going to do.
Absolutely.
Drop down the rock pool hunter, fill his entire hand up. That is 7 cards.
Let's see what we got.
And Mars just not like that at all. He's
No,
shaking
you
his
can
head.
see
He's
him
like,
shaking his
can't
head.
believe that it just happened.
And JetLaw
Ooh, and a
continues
loss in the
For
jungle.
duty.
to pack on the pressure.
Call to Arms
Call
picked
to
up
arms
is not
for
too bad.
Wakingmars.
Reporting for duty.
It looks like Wakingmars is going to go
Reporting
for
for duty. Reporting for duty.
filling
Reporting
his
for
own
duty.
board and looking to control JetLaw's board a little bit more before he goes for a light fuse Stegodon play. So JetLaw now has a plethora of options. I don't expect to see the gentle Megasaur come down unless it is also coming down with the Murloc War Leader to get the maximum value. JetLaw can also call to arms and do some trading and drop the Nightmare Amalgam to also fill his board that way.
He also has the Purifier's Maul in hand too, so that'll give all his minions Divine Shield.
That's a good card.
That's definitely a really good pickup off that unidentified Maul.
Right.
There's a lot of options he can do right now.
Probably just working through them one by one. He definitely wants to take care of Mars's board because I'm sure he knows that a light fuse Stegodon is a real possibility.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to drop down the Purifier Maul. He's going to give all his minions Divine Shield. He's going to clear up that board very nicely. Ooh, Lich King coming out.
So Wakingmars can refill the board with Call to Arms, or he can start dropping some larger, stickier minions like Cairn. Followed up next turn if by the Lich King.
Which path to choose?
And JetLaw doesn't really have much you can say about
man,
that. Ooh,
those
landing
pings.
this knife.
Those
Juggler.
pings were perfect.
Reporting for duty.
Takes them all out.
That is some
Ben Brode RNG
That
at
is
his
some
finest.
pro RNG. You can see how
Dude, he
excited
is happy
Mars
about
is.
that one. Very happy.
That was
and,
lovely.
Dude, he was lucky he pinged all of those because look what JetLaw picked up. He picked up a
Ooh,
Sunkeeper
Tarim.
Tarim. Tarim would have been beautiful with that board.
Which
Now a little
path
less
to
so, though.
He does have a lot of options though. He has Call to Arms into a Gentle Megasaur though, so that's a lot of
Right.
damage he can put on the board, and a lot of sticky minions he can put on there too, depending what adapt he gets off of that Megasaur.
Which path to
I don't think he's probably going to clear up this board a little bit.
He's gonna use get the most value possible off these Divine Shields. Contemplating taking out the Loot Hoarder.
Act now.
Decides to go with taking out the Silverhand Recruit.
He's got down the Murloc War Leader. He's going to Megasaur. Let's see what he gets.
Ooh, more Divine
Ooh,
Shields.
More Divine Shields. Would a Divine Shield been okay, or would have maybe Stealth might have been good too.
Stealth would have been nice. However, Stealth would have been way less effective against this Lich King.
But he saw another Gentle Megasaur in hand too, so.
Right.
Plus he
Absolutely.
has a call on. He has a Blessing of Kings. He has a lot of options right now to put a lot of damage to face.
Ooh, that's a nice pickup.
It's definitely a good pickup. He's definitely going to need a.
Obliterate. I believe that's the one where it kills.
Kills all the kills every minion on the board, and then
was 5 or something. It's something, I forget what Obliterate does. I have not played Lich King in a long time.
I could tell.
I'm too busy playing Dust Devil.
No, well, too busy losing to Dust Devil. It's destroy a minion. You're gonna take damage equal to his health.
So JetLaw gets a second adapt and gets poisonous.
He gets poisoned. That is definitely a really good pickup.
And he even gets to keep the minion thanks to the Divine Shield.
He's just gonna
Oh boy.
off that.
Yep, now he's just gonna lay.
That is a lot of damage coming to face right now. Oh, he picks up the consecration. He's able to get it.
Oh man.
That part
Equality
he needs to use that obliteration though. He has to use it to get that 9/8 off the board. It's not going to do nothing. So he's able to do that. That is beautiful. Uses the equality, drops it down to a 1 health minion. Only 1 damage to him. That is a beautiful
That was
clear.
perfect sequencing too. So JetLaw
It's going to
gonna
refill
go-
his hand
gonna-
back up again. Ooh,
some
very
Call
nice. Cold Light Seer is a really good option too to
Reporting
make
for
those
duty.
minions even stickier.
Absolutely. So many minions. Minions for
Ooh,
days.
picks up a True Silver.
I'd like to see the Cairn get dropped. Although I don't think he has 7.
Really, not a lot of options for him to do. True Silver Champion really needs to probably get played. You could probably take out the 2/4. Blessing of King's the dude and use that into the Murloc Tidecaller. But there's so much damage on board right now.
Yeah. Dark Conviction.
You're talking about Sunkeeper Tarum coming out next turn too. There's no way it would not come out.
Absolutely. Mars may go with taking out maybe the 4/4 or the 2/5 with using Blessing of Kings. That would also stave off some damage.
He's gonna do
Decides to
that.
take
He's
out
gonna
the
take out
4/4.
the 4/4. Picks up a Hydrologist.
I think I see the Tarum coming down
The
here.
Tarum is looking very nice. So I'm probably Hydrologist. See what kind of secret he gets.
Right.
What would Uther do?
Maybe he might play the secret with the Sunkeeper. But I think that probably wouldn't be great. It would be okay, but can't really see what secret what he picks up.
We'll have to see.
Ooh,
we got
Noble
Noble
Sack, Eye
Sack.
for an Eye. He picks up Eye for an Eye.
Ooh. Tricky. A bit unusual.
Sunkeeper definitely coming. There should be no reason why Sunkeeper's not coming down this turn. That is a lot of damage. That is 6 damage straight to face. And that will do it. There's nothing else I think that Mars can do.
Reporting for duty.
Looks like he's going
Can
to try
maybe
the
pull a taunt out, but he gets none. He gets a poisonous. He gets a poisonous. Try to pull out a. That will be it.
He comes out. JetLaw takes game 1 with
Oh.
his Paladin, his Murloc Paladin, against Mars's. It
That was even Paladin for Mars, and that was a really fun game. I liked that game, and
Yeah.
dude, those juggles from Mars were sick.
Absolutely.
Those juggles that was Ben Brode RNG. You know what? I don't care about your Murlocs. I want to take out your dudes. I'm going to take all 3 of your dudes out. Done. That was a really
That was a cool moment, for
really
sure.
cool little spot
And
right there.
it was very cool to see how excited Mars was about it too.
Yeah,
you could
he
see,
was
you could
definitely
see
excited.
it.
he was jumping up for that one. He was happy
Hell
about
yeah,
that one.
man.
But
I'd be happy about that too.
unfortunately, though, it wasn't enough. I mean, it just so much better board presence for JetLaw. He was able to refill his
Absolutely.
board over and over and over again compared to what Mars was able to do.
Absolutely. I think that Mars played that as well as he possibly could have. He
With
played
what he
to
had in hand.
every single out. So definitely fantastic play from both sides.
Yeah, and it just JetLaw just had he had the refill after refill after refill.
Absolutely.
And was able to just continue to push that face damage. That Sunkeeper Tarum at the end was what Sunkeeper Tarum does. It'll make it. You can have a big board or a small board. Sunkeeper Tarum will pretty much ruin your day, ruin your own
the
day,
most
or ruin
part.
someone else's day. But Sunkeeper Tarum will ruin your day. All right, so we're going to be coming up into the next match.
So what do we have? So JetLaw still has his Shaman
And his Rogue. Yep,
left.
JetLaw has Shaman and Rogue.
So we'll see what he goes up against. We'll see if Mars sticks with the Pally. If not, he also has Druid and Mage. So we'll be getting in just a second.
Versus
Oh.
Morgul.
So Mars has switched to his Spiteful Druid.
The forest
And
fights
then
back.
JetLaw switched to his even Shaman, which we've seen a lot on stream so far today. And it just, every time he's played it, it has not won him a game. He has not won a game whatsoever with that Paladin so far today, at least
Shaman.
on stream. Or sorry, Shaman on stream.
However, JetLaw is 3-1. That's his record right now.
Yeah, so
So it must be working.
yeah, it
for
must be
him.
working for him.
have
So far,
turned our best
for us,
The
as
only
we've
loss,
seen.
yeah, the only loss he had was against Black Snap earlier on stream.
Yep.
So we'll see if his Shaman can finish it out.
Or at least try to finish the game. I just want I want to see it win one game, please. Let me
Absolutely.
see it win one. At least let us see it win one game. All right, so not a lot going on in the early bit. The spell totem is out, and then Wakingmars is pretty much just punched it one damage to the face. Gonna start ramping up just a little bit. So you got Flametone Totem coming out for JetLaw. He's gonna start pushing that damage.
Absolutely.
I kind of like Crypt Lord in this because that's
I actually like the greedy sprite. JetLaw's not going to want to kill it because he doesn't want to
get that extra
Wakingmars
mana crystal
the extra
right
mana
off.
crystal.
Yeah.
The only problem is that JetLaw does have Vicious Scalehide, and it looks like he's going with the
Winter
Corpse
is
Taker.
Very nice. The Corpse Taker comes out. Very nice.
I think now either looks like he's gonna go with the Crypt Lord.
And then he's probably gonna Glacial Shard the Corpse Taker. He has Fungomancer for turn 5, which is really powerful card.
Absolutely.
So you can Fungomancer the Crypt Lord along with
We'll see if he decides to pop the bubble with the sprite or not.
or you know what's coming out. It's going. There should be no reason why this does
Sea
not come out.
Giants.
There it is. That's the big boy. That's the Sea Giant right there. That's a massive board for him to deal with.
Ooh,
He
and
pulled-
Wakingmars picks up another Glacial Shard. Might not want to play it this turn. He does have 2 Fungalmancers in hand that would also benefit. However, he can use the Glacial Shard alongside the Serenite Chain Gang
What if?
to freeze the 8/8 and then
And establish a little bit
protect
more
it.
board presence. Yeah.
right, protect his board a little bit more.
And I think he's going to do just that. So he's going to Glacial Shard the 8/8. He's probably going to pop the bubble and kill the Corpse Taker.
See if he
This will be good.
He's going to
Decides to use his face.
That's actually
bubble.
that's a very good play right there. That is,
Absolutely.
so you have the sea
like that
giant
a lot.
frozen. You don't have your flame tongue totem's gone. Your corpse taker's gone. But you got Defender Vargas in hand right now too. So that 8A is going to turn into a very big taunt minion.
Absolutely. And Wakingmars does he have any Spellbreakers in this deck?
He has 2 Spellbreakers in
Two
this deck, yes.
Spellbreakers.
So
My shield for our
here's
So-
Defender Vargas coming down.
Absolutely. Yep.
There's now a 9/9 Sea Giant with taunt. Ooh, mind control tech is very
pickup.
good. Oh.
Can he RNG this like he did with those juggles?
Oh man. Oh, we're about to see something happen.
Something happened.
Oh man.
He's thinking about it. He's just like,
He's going. Oh, go for it. Come on. Get that. Get it. Oh, not the
that's
card he
not,
wanted.
it's not the card he wanted, but it's not an awful one.
Man. Oh, that Sea Giant coming down would really have been bad for JetLaw if he was able to get that. But he's got a board full of taunts right now.
He's doing it. He's protecting himself for sure. JetLaw does not seem to have any board clears in his hand currently, but he has a couple ways he can start dealing with this board, and he has a 9/9 to presumably run into this Crypt Lord because something's got to take down that Crypt Lord.
Definitely thinking that's what he needs to do. So it's going to be the Sea Giant and Defender of Argus probably into the Crypt Lord to kill it. He has an Argent Commander. He's got another Corpse Taker in hand.
Right. He has the Merksburg Eel as well.
He might just ping it at her. So he's going to ping it for 2. He's going to kill it off with the Sea Giant. He's probably going to use the Defender of Argus and the totem to take out one of the Serenite Chain Gangs.
Decides to bring down the Corpse Taker. Gonna protect his board a little bit more.
Ooh,
There's a Spellbreaker.
there is one of those Spellbreakers right there.
So Wakingmars has a couple options. He can Spellbreaker either the Corpse Taker or the Giant. He could play Malfurion and take spiders instead of the taunts with the poisonous.
But those spiders would pretty much get killed easily with the Defender of Argus and everything else, and still keep the Sea Giant alive. So I'm thinking that he's probably going to Fungalmancer to make 2 more taunts or make 2 more big minions.
I like this. If he uses the Fungalmancer, he can take out the Sea Giant.
Chill out.
He's gonna use his face to pump the bubble on the Corpse Taker.
Job done.
A little bit of a misclick there, not a big deal. Everything seems fine with that.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that and not take out the Defender of Argus.
It looks like it might. I think it was a misclick just by the reaction on his face. He was like, "Oh crap!" So.
All right, so just a little bit of a misplay, not that
Not a big
bad,
deal.
but just with the Flame Tongue Totem, that might come to bite him back just a little bit.
So
He has
JetLaw.
He has another Vicious Scalehide in
Yeah,
hand
he
too.
does. So getting the most value off his totems, taking out.
You drop down the other Scalehide, take out that other Fungalmancer. It's a very large board to deal with right now. And Wakingmars does not have any swipes in his deck to deal with this at all.
He does have taunts though.
He does have taunts. He has taunts for days is what it's looking like.
Taunts for days. I'd like to see Malfurion come down here. use the taunt minions to soak up some extra damage, and he can hero power and take out the Flame Tongue Totem. Oh, or the Stone Claw. Sorry. See what he decides. Just mulling it over.
It looks like he's going to do it. He's going to take out the Stone Claw Totem. He got 2 1/5 taunts on the board. That could maybe deal. Actually, that really won't be able to deal with that board too much. You have Alakir in hand. Drop Alakir down. Can take out both those 1/5s with the defender, and the other 2/1.
Right. Wakingmars decided to go with the armor. Or no, he decided to go with the. He took out the Stone
Yeah, he
Claw
still got the
Totem.
Stone Claw Totem.
JetLaw taking his time, making sure all of these trades work out optimally. I expect he'll drop Alec here.
Or does he drop the Argent Commander down?
Alongside the runt. He could play both.
Looking like he's gonna drop run down, see what adapt he gets.
Right. This is a really good play too, because he's seen that Wakingmars cannot deal with a wide board.
Yep.
So he's taking full advantage.
Drops down the Argent Commander, takes to the last 1/5 taunt. That's 5 to face. Oh, Prince is not a card he wants to see right now. He is still 2 Spiteful Summoners in hand, 2 Ultimate Infestations, Grand Archivist in hand in his deck still. He has not drawn any of that for his Spiteful Druid at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wakingmars hasn't really drawn the core of his deck, what it's meant to do. He's gonna play the Keloseth, build his own board.
Kill the Flame Tongue. Not too bad, but
Right. Unfortunately, that runt is going to be able to take out one of these Serenites.
Stormforge Axe. He has Alakir in hand. It's probably no better time to play Alakir right now. He's probably the best card in his hand, especially with Stormforge Axe. Not really being, that big of a deal breaker. I mean, run into one of the Serenite Chain Gangs.
Decides to try his luck on the totems first, see if he could roll Stone Claw, most likely, or Healing Totem to get the most value out of it.
Alakir coming down. Wakingmars is not like that at all.
Use Alakir to
So Alakir will wipe up both those minions.
I like this a lot. JetLaw is making sure to keep that runt around as long as possible, because with it on the board, there's
Finally a Spiteful Summoner, but that is way too late. And the bad part of it, that Spiteful Summoner gets played. JetLaw has a taunt up, so that runt will kill. Unless he Spiteful Summers or Spellbreakers the runt. We'll see what he gets.
What's in the box?
Ooh, that is a really nice card. But it's too little too late.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not quite there.
No, not at all. JetLaw takes game 2.
Wow.
Man.
That was really unfortunate. I feel like Wakingmars just did not draw
What he needed.
what he needed at all. That's unfortunate.
And that's the bad part about that deck today. I think that deck has been one of the worst decks to be playing right now so far. From what I've looked at, the stats.
At least today in this
You're talking about a 43% win rate with Druid, and mostly all the Druids here are all Spiteful Druids. I don't think I've seen. I don't think an actual taunt Druid with Hard Noxes in this tournament right now. It's all Spiteful.
Right.
And you're talking about a 43% win rate with that deck.
How many mirror matches have there been? Is it on there?
None, actually. I don't know why.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going, they're loading up their next game. So we're going to jump in right now.
So we have JetLaw with his
Escape my
rogue.
fury.
This
You
is
asked for
the
it.
odd rogue, if I remember correctly.
I believe so. And Wakingmars
He's going in with the Tempo Mage. So I'm hoping Mars can get that W for this match. He really needs to get back into this. Needs to get that confidence back up.
Right.
And this is probably the deck to do it right now. He is really great hand, dude. That is probably, if not the best starting hand for Tempo. You're talking about Mana Worm into Coin into Mirror Image.
Absolutely.
The light protects me.
And he's got Arcane Missiles too to follow that up with, unless he wants to do Mana Worm and Arcane Missiles. But I'm thinking that the best play is Mana Worm, Coin into Mirror Image. You get a 3/3 up on board.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
you
I
can
would like-
Arcane Missiles afterwards if you need to.
Now, JetLaw will be able to get through one of those mirror images with his hero power. He does have the upgraded hero power. But the other one
It's still a
will still
0-1.
be there.
Now how ooh. That is very good. That is
Decides to
he's
go with the
chancing it.
arcane.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. He got
getting
all
some
those
pro
missiles right
RNG
where he
today.
wanted to. Dude, name him the new Ben Brode because he's just getting all that RNG.
Halt! Who goes there?
So JetLaw drops the Hench Clan Thug. I really like this card from the set. It's really powerful. It makes me upset when I play against it.
Well, there's a lot of options he can do right here. Explosive runes, but I really think in the Frostbolt too.
I agree. I like the Frostbolt.
Well, he's all right. I think that's, you know what? I actually think that's probably the better play right there, because you're talking about dire. Ooh, he picked up the deadly poison. That's worse for him though.
Yeah.
So he's going to use that deadly poison, take 5 damage, but you're talking about 5 more damage to Mars' face right now. No
Right.
mini got played. I don't think he really wants to play Dire Mole because that's just 3 more damage to JetLaw's face.
I like this a lot. I actually really like Wakingmars' play there to
So he's
not go
gonna-
for the Frostbolt. What he's seeing right now is that he has burn in his hand. That explosive runes is more burn to his face. And he's basically saying to JetLaw, you need to deal with my stuff. Or else I'm just going to take you out. I'll burn you down.
So he's got a lot of different options right now. He can play Arcanologist and do another Arcanologist, see what secret he gets, and then push Frostbolt to face to stop the the weapon. Ooh, another explosive rune. He's going to do just that. He's going to push that right to face. You do not get that 4 damage.
So what does JetLaw do in this position?
It's really hard.
Unfortunately, Fungal Mancer is not really an option, considering he doesn't have a board right now. He could drop the Dire Mole into the SI agent. I think that's
That
probably his...
still just hits. That's still 3 damage off of the explosive runes.
Right. Yeah, either way. Decides to go with the Fungal Mancer to stay on curve. He's actually taking more damage from the
Why do
explosive
that?
runes that way.
Ooh, another Arcanologist. He's also got Arcane in hand as well, to draw more of his burn.
Right. I'd like to see him play actually play the explosive runes. Just keep pressuring and
So
lowering that health total.
Yeah. Yeah, Arcanologist into explosive runes is really, really good.
And JetLaw has seen that he has another secret in hand, so he can expect either explosive second explosive runes.
So he uses the Arcane Intellect to draw.
I like that. More options. Picks up a Primordial Glyph. JetLaw is going to get rid of some of this pressure.
Oh, but that right there, that is really bad. Oh, Aluneth is beautiful pickup. Do you play?
I don't think you do. I think you look for the burn. Unfortunately, not exactly what he was looking for. Barrier's nice. I like Vaporize as well. I think either one would be fine, but considering
Explosive
playing the
is-
runes,
yeah, it's definitely the play right there.
I like that more than Counterspell, just because you're continuing to push damage to face that
And
way. And Rogue doesn't have a lot of spells
there's
to
a
counter.
Fanonized Cold Blood and
There's a Deadly Poison.
the other Deadly Poison is all he has right now. So he has a lot
well,
of.
he's gonna get it counterspelled right now. Ooh, that's unfortunate. But he has activated the combo for the SI agent. He can continue to build a board. But
gonna soak
Waking
up-
Mars is closing in on
Def-
JetLaw here.
Definitely soaking up some of that damage, which is really good. He dropped the Firefly down. He's going to try and build as big a board as possible to try to at least do some sort of damage to him. But nine health with Temple Mage with a Fireball in hand.
Right.
Ooh,
Second
and
Fireball.
then second Fireball, and that's pretty much probably going to be it.
Decides Flame Tongue Totem
Ooh.
decides to go with the Vexing Crow, I believe that's
Yes.
called, and the Explosive Runes.
Well, Captain Greenskin in his deck, huh? That's actually a really nice
That's
card.
interesting. Yeah, it's mainly a weapon buff
Yep.
rogue, it seems, like with tempo. But Waking Mars has got those two fireballs, and he can play both of them next turn. Unfortunately, I don't see a way for JetLaw to either kill Waking Mars immediately or regain health.
No.
So I
mean,
think that's
it is-
going to be
That's definitely
going to
be it. So Waking Mars is definitely going to go up
Think.
1-2. It's nice to have him get back into this match because he was
Yeah.
definitely not getting what he wanted to with the last two games. So
Right. JetLaw, just considering all of his options, try to figure this out the best he can. Unfortunately, it is not going to help against those fireballs.
not at all. Explosive Ruins coming in. That will do it. Fireball and Ping to Face will end this match right here. Waking Mars wins one, gets himself that win column, and he needed that one really bad.
Absolutely.
Definitely needed that one really bad. Get back, get back into it.
Give himself some momentum.
Very nice on Waking Mars' part. So right now, JetLaw is up 2-1 against Waking Mars.
That was a really good recognition, I feel, of Waking Mars noticing that the rogue likes to use its face, and especially now with the upgraded hero power. So it's easier to hold a little bit of burn and try to burn them out faster than...
Pretty much let the rogue burn themselves
yeah.
by going face and trying to take out minions. Yeah.
Exactly.
JetLaw still needs to win that one game with that rogue.
That's all he's got left.
Uh,
Whereas Waking Mars still
Has the Druid and-
and the Paladin still. So we'll see which one he goes back to. We saw both already.
I'm really thinking the Paladin is probably favored a little bit more over than the Druid for this matchup.
I could see that, yeah. I think
United
it depends, I think.
To an extent, you're talking about, I mean, with, oh, he definitely should keep Special Summoner.
Absolutely.
With coin in hand, that is,
Yeah, and that's
if he
exactly
doesn't,
what he's going to
if
do.
he doesn't,
That
that'd
was
be
like
bad.
the
But
quickest
yeah,
mulligan
that is,
ever.
ooh, he has a Mindbreaker in his deck.
Interesting. Unfortunately, he did pick up a... Ooh, okay. JetLaw has a nice.
JetLaw
had a nice
definitely has a
mulligan
nice
too.
hand for himself as well.
Yeah, I run Mindbreaker and my Spiteful Druid as well. Unfortunately, Wakingmars did pick up an Ultimate Infestation, which means hopefully he doesn't draw the second one before
I'm hoping
turn
he does not.
5.
That would definitely be devastating for his deck right now.
Absolutely, and there it is.
No! That is the worst draw he could ever
Oh,
do.
his face, he's so sad. That's unfortunate.
Oh, that is just heartbreaking.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's gonna play the Mindbreaker. Unfortunately, JetLaw does have an answer for this. He can Deadly Poison and take it out.
With the Firefly.
Right.
Oh, man, that is just heartbreaking to see both those Ultimate Infestations in his hand.
Absolutely.
Literally the first draw.
I wonder.
JetLaw also gonna play the Flame
The
Elemental and the
light
Argent
protects
Squire.
me.
Ooh, and Wakingmars picking up a lot of
Engaging TC-130. Mental
tech
dislocator.
cards, but
Just
nothing that's particularly helpful at the moment.
not at all. And just right now is really going to be bad for him. He's going to easily clear up this mind control, this MC tech. You got to drop down Flappy Bird.
The big Flappy
He's
Bird
going
of
to have
doom.
nothing, no way to deal with this Flappy Bird at all in hand.
Right.
He needs to pick up something to deal with it. Oh, he picks up a Glacial Shard, which
Glacial
is
Shard is
very good.
helpful.
That helps out just a little bit.
Nice to meet you.
Decides to pop the bubble on the Argent Squire. I like him saving the MC tech because Rogue is going to want to go wider than this. He's going to really want to fill up the board, so I like saving the MC tech for value later. JetLaw looking to value trade here. And looks like he's going to drop the Hench Clan Thug.
Folks, who goes there?
You gotta buff up that, definitely buff up the Hench Clan Thug.
Absolutely.
Really big board right now for JetLaw against Wakingmars.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that Glacial Shard was a top deck, and JetLaw, I'm sure, took notice of that, which is why he's definitely going to try to overwhelm Wakingmars with larger, harder to deal with minions.
Definitely. So you're
Wakingmars.
that Funkomancer is looking very nice right now for
Right.
JetLaw. We're talking about at least maybe 10 damage just off of Flappy Bird if he gets the Wind Fury adapt.
Right.
Could easily take out Cobalt Scalebane, but he has to worry about at least another MC tech in this deck.
If you were JetLaw, would you be worried about this
I
Scalebane
wonder.
since it's alone right now and you saw it be played immediately off the top deck? You have to be wondering what's in Wakingmars' hand that he's playing off the top of his deck.
I
like
think
that.
he knows what he wants to do. He knows that there's another MC tech in his hand. He just has to. That's why he took out the Flame Elemental into.
He's definitely playing around it very well. So gets the +1/+1 adapt for the Flappy Bird. And
Takes out the Cobalt
nice.
Scalebane. Gets the Sarnate Chain Gang.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It's
this would
not
be
really going to help him out too much.
Spiteful Summoner turn, which is not helpful at this
Not
moment.
helpful at all. JetLaw has to be taking that. He does not have it in hand, or he might have pulled both Infestations because he has not used any cards on his left side at all.
Right.
Oh, he picked up a Cold Blood.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
This is definitely going to hurt. This is probably.
This may be lethal if he gets the Wind Fury adapt.
And he gets the Wind Fury Dap, and he closes the game out. JetLaw winning 3-1 against Wakingmars. Oh man, I really hate to see something like that. That is.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Wakingmars.